Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Tennessee's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You point to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Looks it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Waved to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite, because he's got that kind of ability.
To the air, it's Eldridge. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Ortega. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Eldridge. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to... There he goes! Slips one guy, now he's loose. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes his man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Eldridge. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things. And I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this 1st quarter than he did his last time out.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw. It's Eldridge. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. Looking for a man. It's Eldridge. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Eldridge. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Thanks to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've
got enough space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they know where to go, and the ball is loose. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ortega. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense putting points on the board.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations. congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Ortega. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throw.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He might want another play. To the air, it's Eldridge. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Found the spot in the defense. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 6 over Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Got the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Sprinting away.
that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ortega. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back to throw. It's Eldridge. Snagged out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Reed. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buys a little time. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Eldridge. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Still looking on the move. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before. He gets down to the 2.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Breaks into the open. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here is the Tennessee offense. lost connection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Mason. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to get outside. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Eldridge. Extending the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Peterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Gandy. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Peterson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. There's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Hodges. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A catch in the middle. It's Hodges. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best.
Touchdown, Rebels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Ortega. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Turning it on! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Past the 30. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Peterson. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Hit back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ortega. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Defense looks like they're coming. He wants a big play here late. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching